I don't see the big deal in bowling. Why? It's after a while it gets repetitive. I don't see why everybody's so excited about bowling. How did this sport become like a thing? You know what I mean?
No, it takes skills. No, it's not only power.
Does it?
Yeah, bro. Apparently.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of Buckle Up. Man, oh man, this is really exciting. So I've known of this incredible artist for quite some time. So then let me just give you a little bit of context. I launched Leish Hip Hop, which is Saudi's first FM hip hop radio show in 2011. And I've known him, I think, 2 or 3 years before that. We were talking on Facebook at that time. And their sound of obviously the group that he was in struck me, and being a kid from 80s 90s, that sound really got to me. I got to know him over the years. We met for the first time at a Red Bull Music Academy, if you remember. It was really incredible. Man, I'm so honored to have the one and only, the amazing Irshad, aka Jibberish.
What's up?
With us right here. All the cameras,
All the cameras, okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Thank you for having me, man.
Man, it's an honor to have you. I know you're in the UAE for a short bit, and you're traveling actually tomorrow when we're shooting this.
Yeah.
So you're ready to buckle up?
Yeah, so what's the thing? I'd reach here and buckle up? Or?
You gotta reach there and buckle up now. So you're my third episode at night. Shout out to my brother Azarel for always hooking me up with the sound. How you doing, man?
Alhamdulillah, man. Good. How are you?
I'm good.
How's work and stuff?
I'm good.
You're still at the same...
Yeah, I still do the show. It's still going on.
Okay. The location shifted though.
Yeah, no. I moved from Jeddah. Now you're doing the interview with me.
No, I'm just asking.
I like that. That's like a curveball. I didn't see that coming. But yeah, Jeddah. So I moved from Jeddah to Dubai, obviously for my son, and then I'm still recording the show. So I'm still recording the show and send it to Mix FM every week.
Yeah, because I've been to your... It's not in the same location. It's somewhere else now.
No, that one, the one that you and I believe OT came to, that was Mix FM. That was the show.
Ah, right.
Yeah. But okay. Mix FM as a station closed down their operation in the UAE.
Right.
Sadly.
That's what I was trying to say.
But Saudi Arabia is still going on, But the operation in the UAE has closed down. But man, listen, I wanna just open up with this one, because for me this is the personal, this song. I don't know if we can listen to it. Man, you just take me. You were telling me 2000 what? 4?
2004, 2005 is when we made this.
Man, sorry, just 1 second. Okay. I gotta ask you a question, and I'm sure you asked this question a lot.
Yeah.
Do you get sick and tired of hearing this now?
Yeah.
Okay. yeah. Because for us, man, the fans, and I don't know anyone who hasn't heard this track. Obviously, Diligent Thought, could it be? I don't know anyone who hasn't heard. But I want you to explain to me your feelings when you did this track. If you can summarize it to us. Not now. I'm talking about back then.
I mean, it's difficult to recall so well, but like I know that we were eager to let people hear what we do, and the song itself is about music, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of just us trying to let people know who we are and how we sound. So
sorry, I'm just watching this. Maybe we'll put a small clip of how young you were.
Yeah, I didn't have facial hair, nothing. And then we were very blessed with people who support us. The guys who did the artwork in the video.
Big up to them.
I think his name's Amit Dabra. He's in Canada now.
Shout out to them.
And then Aswad is there, right?
Yeah.
Basel Abbas, he's there in the video. Nasi was on holiday.
Yasin was there, yeah.
He came through, he just visited the set. It was very nice, man. And like that's kind of how it's always been. Everybody kind of just helps hold us up a little bit.
Backtrack that for you as Irshad. How did you fall in love with hip hop? Like what was it?
That's a good question.
Like what was it that, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you now?
33 plus
33, mashallah, okay. العمر كله we say بالعربي. But how was your story with hip hop created?
A Maldivian guy gave me a tape, man.
A Maldivian?
Yeah, you know Maldives?
Maldives. Wallahi, I swear to God, everyone has a story. It's Maldivian.
Okay, so we'd hear hip hop on the radio. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Then there's this. I remember this guy. He gave me a tape. It was a Tupac tape. All eyes on me. He's like, listen to this guy Tupac. I'm like, okay. and I'd never heard such intense rap in my life.
Where
I'd
were
heard-
you? Sorry, at that point.
I was in school.
Okay. No,
high
no, which
school,
country?
Sri Lanka.
Okay.
And you know, you hear the radio rap, and then you hear this guy, and then I was like, "What is this?" And then from there, it snowballed into hearing more of that stuff. And then my cousins in the UK, they were DJing. My cousin Zishan was DJing, and he used to send us tapes of his DJs.
Okay.
Through that, I got more hip hop, more into hip hop and stuff. And then the thing that really made me like appreciate them as rappers is like Tribe Called Quest.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know why? Because once I started learning how to pay attention to the lyrics, I noticed these guys dropping like Islamic references and stuff.
Yes.
And the thing is like, when you're a Asian, like you're like a, you know what I mean? You see the Western world as like mostly light-skinned people, but then when you see these guys doing their thing and proudly and very, how do you say, confidently.
Yeah.
Not only that, they were dropping Islamic references, which further allowed me to relate to them. You understand?
Wow.
So I'm like, wow, they're like sort of a representation of me.
You related to them.
Yeah, I related to that. I was like, wow, this is cool. I've never heard anybody put Islamic references in an English rap song playing on the, you know what I mean?
I mean, I say this all the time, brother. Like Islam and hip hop are so related. Rakim, right?
Yeah.
Like he used to always use Islamic references, Allah, Bismillah, and then obviously people, Public Enemy used it, and there's obviously a Tribe Called Quest, and they know they all formed the native tongues, no? Like with
I'm not sure, but native tongues is a lot.
Yeah, so that for me, you're right. You're absolutely right. Did that impact? Like, did that? Because you love a Tribe Called Quest, whoever hears you. Would you say that they had the most impact on you as an MC now?
No, the guy that had I mean, once I came to Dubai, right?
Yeah.
I used to like search for music online.
When did you come to Dubai?
2001.
2001.
You know, when September 11th happened, that month I was in Dubai. That's when I moved. In
Wow.
fact, like I was in my dad's house. I just moved, and then the towers fell. I was like, what the
shit.
Yeah, and I was supposed to actually.
Where were you when that day happened? When that thing happened?
I was at home, and then I saw it on TV. I was like, "What's this? It's like a movie."
It is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, "I can't. What?"
It changed a lot of people's lives. Like,
Yeah, I was
especially
actually.
the Arabs who are living in America.
I actually did like what you call it, SLT and what do they call it?
SAT?
SAT and stuff, because I was trying to go to the US, but then it didn't work out, and I was thinking I was actually about to go to this country where things just popped off. Anyway, that's a sidetrack. But
that
like,
changed.
What was the question?
When you came to Dubai in 2001.
Yeah. So I'm listening to music off of Amazon. You know, Amazon, you used to be able to stream the.
Really?
You used to be able to like sample albums by playing the MP3.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So I'd go into like looking at, okay, if I like Tribe Called Quest, who else sounds like that? Then I discovered like, okay, there's a guy called Common, there's a guy called Pete Rock, there's a guy called, you know what I mean? Because Amazon gives that reference thing. It allows you to sound, if you like this, you like this. It recommend. So eventually I found a group called The Roots. And for them, like,
even Azarel went, oh damn, with this one. I'm like, oh damn.
The Roots, man, I'd never seen anybody like them. They're a band. And the lead MC, Black Thought, was the guy that had the most impact on me.
Black Thought, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but we love you, my brother. I swear to God, man. Talk to him once.
Who?
Black
You
Thought.
talked to him once?
Once. One time.
Wow.
But he's dope, man. But
Yeah,
so
was-
would you say he had the most impact?
Yeah, because like,
I want to ask you a question, and it's amazing to have you here on Buckle Up to ask you that. Don't you think that Black Thought is the most underrated MC ever?
not anymore. He was. But
After that
I was
freestyle.
talking. That's for some reason that was his moment where he's transcended into more mainstream consciousness. And it's funny that even though they've done music for so long, when they were on the show with, what's his name? What's that show?
Yeah,
man?
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Somehow the wider world got familiar with them. Then when he had that radio show with Funk Flex, people got to see the scope of his ability.
Yeah, but that freestyle is one of the
He's
best,
been doing those types of rhymes in his albums, you know what I mean? Because this is nothing new. He goes for like 60 bars, like 100 bars. He just does it. It's a test. It's inspired off of, I think, Big Daddy Kane or one of those guys. Because they used to do it. They used to go at length. And it's like he takes his...
pride.
No, he takes the guys that made the biggest impression on him are Big Daddy Kane and Cool G Rap.
Yeah.
So he follows their style. In fact, he can rap like them also. He knows how to imitate their style.
But what does that tell you, that a guy like Black Thought only supposedly got his mainstream kind of fame after like a really long period of time, and he did this and he did that? Does that inspire you or deflate you or nothing?
No, it's just like he also made his choices, because by being the frontman of a band, The Roots as a brand name has their own garners its own attention.
Yeah.
So he never sort of considered putting himself too much in the front because the band came first. They're business savvy. That's why they've lasted so long. And kudos to him. He's been patient, and he knew all along. You know, he's as good as he is. They say that people are afraid to get on tracks with him. It's like a funny thing, and he even knows it.
Wow.
You should listen to a podcast interview with this guy called Taxstone.
With Black Thought?
Yeah, Taxstone he's in jail now, but he has this sick podcast with one of the best interviews of Black Thought. This is the Taxstone
I'll
podcast.
check that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
He Taxstone asked him, he was like, man, do you know how good you are? And he's like, yeah. You know what I mean? But it's an honest, yeah. It's like, I understand that this is how I'm received type of thing. Now, man, whenever people like drop albums and they want the lyrical song, they reach out to like Black Thought.
Yeah.
And if you see he's matured into a way, I like how his career progressed. It's nice to see that you can.
So you could say that he impacted you a lot, like
Big time.
inspired
I
you
mean,
as an
yeah.
MC.
See, I know a lot about this guy. I mean, if you were to have a rap career, you'd want something like that at the very least.
Are you when you say like you're a rap head, but when you say are you a nerd rap head, like you like to look at details about when did this happen, genius.com style, like why did he mean by that lyric? And
No,
stuff like
I'm a nerd about the stuff I like because
Okay.
if I
Like
like
what?
it, I want to know how can I emulate it? Because if I like it, means I want more of it, so I want to learn how to emulate it.
Yeah.
That's my understanding. You know?
I have to go back to Diligent Thought for a quick second. I know if someone would told you right now that Diligent Thought to do a show, is that possible?
It's not logistically possible.
No, if we made it possible.
Man, there's three other guys to consider. It's
I get it. Where are you guys now all over the world? You got you in Sri Lanka.
So we had a DJ, Neil Andrew.
He's in the UK.
He goes by the name Dolens now. He's in the UK.
Okay. Shout out.
We had a rap, and the other rapper, his name is Firas Ibrahim. He's based here now.
Toothless.
Then we had another, the main producer of the group is called Amir. He's here now as well. But it's just that the idea, it's funny because the Diligent Thought sort of name is the time period Diligent Thought is like 2004 till like 7 maximum.
Yes.
Beyond that, we've all gone on to do our
Solo
own things. You know what I mean? So like it's such a sort of thing in the past that it's sort of
Does it bother you when people talk about it?
doesn't bother me, but it's like,
Let's move on.
you know why? Because I think this is what it is. It's like because the thing started so high with such a sort of fire, and then it burnt out very quickly as well. So there's no like reconciliation or sort of a like what you call that, man, closure about why
You haven't had closure yet.
No, I mean like.
The fans.
Yeah, I think not. I mean, just narratively speaking, if you look at the story of this incident, it's kind of just random. How did it sort of get so much attention, and why did it just disappear?
Do you know the reason?
Just like we were not capable of sort of giving it the sort of energy it deserved, man. Like this was a very weird time in Dubai. It's like they wanted you to do shows, but they weren't trying to pay you, and then there were weird shows, and the people that came don't really know what you're doing, and then you're kind of a strange guy, and then you have to do videos, but how do you fund a video, and then where do you get your music out? It's just confusing time, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like that early, that 2000, early 2000 period was very abstract, and infrastructurally speaking, tour-wise, and all these like big concepts, we didn't know a damn thing about.
When you look back at it now, and you're now here in the streets of obviously Dubai, do you see it like a huge difference in the music industry? And
yeah, man.
Like,
I
you
mean,
see these artists, Instagram is there.
Yeah, now it's very different, and there's
40-second Instagram video. That's it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just like a different. So the terms that we use to define things have changed, and like it's all content now. And if you build a platform for yourself through just generating content, you're allowed opportunities to leverage that for. To gain access to things, to gain money, etc., etc. It's a different world now. So the world has transformed so much in the last 10, 20 years.
True.
You know?
So you obviously moved back home, Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
How is Sri Lanka like, man? Tell me about Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
You're a poet. Take me there.
Sri Lanka.
How is Sri Lanka like?
Sri Lanka is it's literally outside of Colombo. It's a paradise island. You know what I mean? People, when they come there, they want to just figure out a way to stay there.
Wow.
But staying there and having a sort of the type of progressive, high-quality lifestyle lifestyle that you want is challenging.
Okay.
But if you can make it work, it's a beautiful place. It's got its own corruption issues and all because it's a third world country, but the people are very smart, very savvy, and there's a very active music scene, man. There's creativity there, man. I'm like, dude,
Are you in it now?
Half. Like I've met some guys who like there's some musicians over there that I really like. I was doing an audio program. I was learning about engineering. I got more into production and stuff.
Yes.
So I was sitting. You know what they like? They're into freaking techno, man.
EDM.
Not EDM, techno. Bro.
Techno. Okay.
The underground over there is raves.
Yeah.
Dude, I went.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's the same thing as Azarel in India, like in Goa.
You guys have no
Right?
Goa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
like
think
the same. I think
they
early,
have.
before it became commercial. I think
India
now.
has like crazy raves.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
these guys, they like their techno, man. And like on 31st night, man, you know what we did? We went to this coconut plantation north of Colombo.
Coconut.
It was huge, man. Gigantic coconut trees. We rented out some like bungalows. People from Colombo came. These are friends of friends of friends.
Okay.
And among the friends are DJs. They just DJ for fun. Dudes were just. It was a freaking jam.
I'm not
man.
gonna see you MC on a techno beat, no?
No, you can't. It's
Okay.
just very difficult. And then dudes were playing till the sun came up, man. I was literally sitting behind the DJ while the sun came up and he was DJing. I saw his back. It was like a magical experience. I was like, man, it made me want to DJ.
Tell me about your solo projects. You know what you've done while you start dropping them when you were in Sri Lanka, right? Like this is where it started.
No. So like after the Diligent Thought stuff stopped, I continued because I'm interested in the craft. I wanted to develop further. So
You're a student of the craft.
I just wanted to get better, you know.
Yeah.
And then so I made my like whatever beats that they had lying around, I'd rap over it. I'd get instrumentals online. So I constantly put stuff up. In about 2012, these guys at Kilmer Studios, it's not no longer there anymore.
Yeah.
They signed me to a distribution deal.
Oh, shout out
and
Kilmer! Wow.
They wanted to grow me as a solo artist. All we managed to do was put out a mixtape, but it was quite a
Oh,
well-received
mixtape.
mixtape. Yeah,
Oh,
Low Light
wow.
Conditions is
Oh,
what it's
yeah.
called. Yeah. So that's my sort of first sort of project. After that, you know, tracks here and there. When I went to Sri Lanka, because I was getting into production, just because I wanted to learn that side, I made a little project. I put it on Bandcamp. It's called Skyreach, and it's very abstract.
Yeah.
And the production is, I mean, obviously it's me at my amateur stage, and I haven't. It's a bit rough, but I just wanted to get it done and put it there and say I self-produced something.
But see, this is one of the things I really admire about you, and I know a lot of guys that are watching this. Maybe they heard from me before. Put it out, but they're afraid. You were not afraid to put things out.
No,
Like
no,
you just put it out,
actually,
and you're just saying now it's my amateur stages.
Yeah,
A
because
lot of people are just afraid to put that out.
Yeah, you put it out, man. Put it out and like put it out quick also now, man. There's a guy
Thank
I know.
you for that.
I was just
Yeah.
speaking to him yesterday. He's putting out an EP now that he's finished last year, and his style has already evolved past it.
Changed.
So I'm like, bro, okay, finish this, put it up, but like from now, just put singles, man. Don't even waste time, you know.
Yeah.
Just put the music out, develop constantly, and if you're like, if there's any like MCs out there, straight get into production. Don't waste time.
I
not
like that
getting
you're
into
saying
production.
that.
Yeah. Don't just be a rapper. Get into production also.
What's the benefit of that if you get into production?
Because then, well, first of all, at the very basic level, you'll know what you can do with your voice. Once you know what an engineer can do with your voice, you can think like an engineer and then write lyrics around the engineering. You know what I mean? You can leave spaces where you need to. You can say, I'm going to say it like this and allow it to stretch. I'm going to apply this effect. You can compose with the engineer's mindset. That's on the basic level. Secondly, if you want to send your vocals to somebody else, you know how to clean it up. You know what good vocals sound like. You can make those choice decisions. Thirdly, like if you want to make a beat, sometimes you can make a beat around your voice. Like if you have a bass heavy voice, you know where your frequency sits in the spectrum. You can say like, okay, if I'm really thick and powerful here, let me free up all that frequency here and like build a track around that. You know what I mean?
That's powerful. I'll ask you a very general question, and I'm really interested to know your opinion on it. Do you think a rapper is a rapper if they don't know anything about hip hop culture? And I'm getting a lot of mixed reactions, you know, with this one. There's no.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can, because it's just an action. It's just a performance tool. I mean, people don't know about the culture. That's fine.
Because it's a rapper, it's a skill.
It's just gonna reflect in their style, which is, you know, judge it bad or good. It's whatever, you know. But if you're a student,
No, like if people don't know who DJ Kool Herc is, okay, and you're a rapper, it's just. Does that make you mad, or does he's a rapper? Because apparently there's a big difference between rapper and an MC. If you know what I mean. For me,
I know.
you're
So
like an MC.
I wouldn't call myself an MC.
I would call you, I don't know. Man, what are you talking? See, now you're being like a...
No, but see, bro, I respect the term MC. Actually,
Yeah.
I respect the term so much. I don't call myself an MC. Like, because man, an
Look,
MC,
see, humble
MC
people
is
don't
like,
call themselves humble.
Those guys call MCs carry them. They take the poetry to a different level, man. They're
Do you
like,
love rap?
Yeah, I like rap.
I mean, you like hip hop. You like rap. Do you feel you're in another world when you're spitting? Yes or no?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
As MC. You take us with you, man. Like, you take me at least with you.
Yeah,
so
so
you're an MC, in my opinion.
I'd consider myself more of a writer.
Okay.
An MC, man, is this.
But see, you just summed it up. If you talk to all the big heads, they tell you an MC is someone who believes in his writing. Rapper is someone who just rapping well. You know what I mean?
But it's yeah, I guess, man.
We
but
can
you know-
stay all long.
Yeah, it's like because these are abstract concepts at this.
Yeah, bro. It's like a producer and a beat maker, right?
Ah.
A producer is like DJ Premier, somebody who really can take you direct to. A beat
bro,
maker is someone who can make beats, bro.
I'll tell
I
you-
can make beats, maybe.
I'll tell you, funnily enough, you know who's an MC? Snoop Dogg is an MC. As funny as because this guy, man, he came from the time of he used to rock parties. He'd work with the DJ. He'd MC with the DJ. He'd like how do you say hype up the crowd.
Yeah.
He'd know how to make it fun. He's a master of the ceremony.
Correct.
You know what I mean? This is an MC, and then if the master of the ceremony gets challenged by somebody else, they have to know how to like handle that situation. They have to be good networking
Which
people.
I think you could definitely handle.
I don't.
We're gonna
battle.
test you right now. We'll see.
But a rapper is just somebody who's rapping. They're doing the action of.
And that's not a bad thing, by the way. I'm not
Performance
dissing rappers. I'm just saying, like, for me, there's an MC and a rapper. But yeah. Okay, so out of all the things that you dropped, bro, and obviously I'll put a link of your things over here on the YouTube link. But what's the most personal? I know maybe all your projects are personal, but what has been the most thing that you've
that's
been
a good
proud
question, man. You know what? If you're talking about personal, so after I dropped Skyreach, right?
Yeah.
I was dabbling with the idea of making a podcast show where I produce beats and I talk to people and about like my day or whatever, and I show them like the demo. And I was calling it A Penny and My Demo.
Yeah.
Like only 4 or 5 episodes exist because I stopped the project. But
Why? I
that's-
subscribed.
That's another question. I'll answer that in a bit. So the last episode of APMD is basically I wrote a verse about like my reflections on my dad's death, and that's I think the most
May so
personal
rest in
I've gotten, because I don't get personal. I just play with words mostly and concept, but that I had to kind of go there a bit.
When did he pass away from?
December 2016.
16.
Yeah, 26th of December. Yeah.
May so rest in peace. So you wrote.
Yeah, because it's like that's. I had to do it. It's like if you can't write about it, then you haven't sort of used your God-given skill to deal with that emotion in a way. You haven't not even put the two things together. So I was like, okay, just do it, and it would make a good episode anyway. I was like, and then I went there, and then that was pretty heavy.
Did you get feedback from people?
Yeah, I mean, like the guys that were following what I was doing, they give me feedback. It's the podcast needs a bit more work. I might continue, I might not. Yeah, the reason I stopped it is because I'm not happy with the format. There's so the concept is a penny and my demo. A penny meaning a thought, and my demo. So the penny part needs to be worked out. Yeah, I need to figure out how to make it interesting for the listener and then guide them to the demo thing. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, man. But this is like I don't know. Do you see you evolved from obviously 2000 and I don't know, like 4 till now? Because I see it. I definitely see it, even in your vibe, in the beats.
Yeah.
I see it very abstract now. Very
It's that
experimental.
direction. I can't do braggadocio stuff anymore. I can't
why
stomach
not?
candy. I can't get
خلاص.
pukey in my stomach.
Okay.
I'll do bars which are old bars which sound braggy, but I can't do it now because it's like.
What makes you mad? Because you come
much
across, like, Abri, shout out to
Yeah,
Abri. I asked him that question, and like, I never really seen Abri real mad. Like, I want to see anger. Like, man, like, have you ever got, like, what makes you angry? What?
I'll tell you what, real talk, the closest people to me make me mad.
Wow.
Not much can make
same
me
answer.
mad.
You want to believe it? Go check it out.
That's what he said?
He said same answer.
I'm done, man. Where is he again?
Same. I swear. He said like the family, the closest.
That's it.
people.
Yeah, that's because I can handle everything. I can rationalize even how your psychology is working, why you're getting mad. I can say no problem. You're having a bad day. But like when my
People
like
actually
mom
know
or
you.
my brother does something or anybody does something, I'm like, what? It's like,
comes-
you know what I mean?
It comes out.
Yeah, then it's like,
Man.
then you just lose it. You lose rationale, man. And not even them, like even my closest friends, they know the trigger points to hit me with. You know what I mean? And I know their trigger points and stuff.
Top
They
5 MCs for Irshad.
So I
Black Thought up there.
Black Thought's number one.
Yeah.
I'd put J Dilla either 1 or 2. And even though he's not a lyricist, he's got crazy flow. Underestimated
J
for
Dilla?
his J Dilla. If you see his rap, man.
That's interesting.
Yeah, if you see his, just
Not
like
as
people,
I'm talking about MC. Rap.
yeah, but
Wow,
people
okay.
don't do that. But like,
Okay.
he's got like if you the jazz artists have this idea of a pocket when you're playing an instrument and you're just sort of you're grinding with the drum beat, but you're not on it like a metronome. Dilla knows how to pick certain pockets, man. And if you observe how he's flowing, there's nobody that can flow like this guy. I've not heard. So he's either 1 or 2.
Okay.
Who's number 3? I'd put Nas there somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I guess number 3.
Yeah.
Number 4. You have to put Pharaoh Monch in there, man.
Wow.
Pharaoh Monch is he's
Man,
very
this is
dangerous with the
This
words.
is a real guy over here, guys.
He's dangerous, man. Like he goes off, he comes back on,
Yeah.
he breaks the structure. He's mad. And I think 5. I want to put MF Doom in there because of sheer like the artist that he is and the persona that he is.
What is it about MF Doom that he somehow was able to get only niche hip hop heads, the real ones, know MF Doom? It's not like I'm not saying he's not well known, but I'm
Yeah.
saying only real, like kind of hardcore nerds hip hop like MF Doom. I'm not sure if you agree with
I
that.
mean, because he doesn't follow song structure. He doesn't have hooks as such. He just goes straight with bars.
Yeah.
And he raps in the third person, which is a bit difficult for people to follow. But if you're if you're an appreciator of word structure and word arrangement and imagery that comes from words, you're gonna appreciate what this guy does. And his beat choices don't follow any kind of trend. He samples obscure things. Sometimes the drums are played like a little crazy. But as a artist package, such creativity, he's unique in that he set a template. Now people try to follow that. This whole idea of masking your identity and thing, you know what I mean? He's the guy.
He's the guy.
And he's just a crazy, interesting person to. Nobody even knows who he is. Like you can't get to know MF Doom.
Who's that?
This is me and Hamdan. Yeah.
What is that? What was that?
This is 2012, man. 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
It's called 6 a.m. We didn't record it at 6 a.m.
How is it working with Abri, bro? Really? Like,
It's we've worked several times. In fact, you know why? You know what I think made Diligent Thought popular is we did this song called Wide Awake with him.
wide awake.
It was our first attempt at like a sort of a R&B hip hop thing. And people loved it, man, at that time. Nobody had heard anything like it because his voice is exceptional.
Yes.
And we were able to match well with him because we were bringing that flavor as well, you know.
Yeah.
So, Diligent, like us as people, like as friends, we and Hamdan, we synergize, always synergize. Like our beat makers always reach out to him and he gets us to work on his stuff and like he gets opinions and we just chill, we just vibe on the same level. He's one of the main guys we've always vibed with on the same level. Always him.
If someone went to your SoundCloud now and told you, listen, I got time to listen to one song, which one would you choose?
I'd always send you to Skynet.
Skynet.
Yeah, I played that yesterday.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. 'Cause
Why? Yeah, you played that at an
this
Adidas event.
is one of the like most enjoyable writing experiences I ever had. Even recording it, you know what I did?
Do you have a special verse you like about this one?
What do you mean?
Like, do you have a special part or the whole song?
The whole thing is lyrically tight. You know, even the water bottle sound,
Take me through.
I left it in. Like we were recording, I to clear my throat. I said, yo, leave it in. Like it was recorded in. You know, I said, when we took
Was that here?
Yeah, you'll hear it at the beginning. It's like a water bottle sound.
the
'cause I
beginning,
just
yes,
dumped water. And I left the grunts in, I left everything in. In fact, I was drunk as well. You know why I went
This one.
you know what I was drunk? I said, man,
What is Skynet about?
Skynet is a mood. Skynet is a mood. Like it's like futurism meets the rejection of the futurism and the sort of contention of the human being versus the corporate sort of infiltration of the shit. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
So it was like,
Wait, you gotta repeat that shit, man. What the fuck? Does your mind scare you?
no, the world's scared. No, it's like,
Designers for ransom, the people's champion. Start a riot at the bourgeois mansion.
this is my favorite.
Dealing them blows
Who's that?
heavy for a welder. Dudes is feather for a bantam. I'm
Can you
talking
pause
at
this?
them.
Yeah.
Sleepers
I'll tell you why I like that
levels
line.
of the rebel fact.
But it's like, I'm dealing them blows that's heavy for a welter, dudes are feather for a bantam. If you see what that line is saying, it's like I'm dealing them blows that are like heavyweights for a welterweight, but dudes are like featherweights for a bantamweight. It's like a diss line, but it's playing with weight classes.
Yeah.
That's why I like this. The whole fucking verse of this thing is tight, like with full. Yeah, don't take me
No,
like
I
a
like
brag.
I like the fact that you were proud of it. Like,
Because I went in on this. I really wanted to put the energy of
Did it come from
contention.
somewhere? Did it inspired somewhere, or you just came
Yeah,
up?
like I was saying yesterday, it's like, so I wanted to psych myself out. Like I watched certain anime that had like mech in it, and I watched Terminator, and I just kind of zoned out. And once I fed myself with enough of that experience, I just sat down and wrote.
Oh man, this is just.
In order to record it, I went and I hit a couple of shots of alcohol just to get myself like a little aggressive,
Yeah.
and then I recorded it.
Raise the banner, equip the radar jammer. That's how I stay invisible to your peripheral scan.
like
Does your voice level, your voice changing makes you like remember like, oh, this was really old?
Yeah, this is different now. Like I don't rap like this anymore.
No. How do you rap now? What about showing us?
Oh, you want to do it now?
Yeah, I gotta do it now for sure, bro. I gotta, for sure.
Can I get some water?
Yeah. Oh, we gotta stop and get water. I don't want.
Oh, there's just give me that.
Yeah. I need to fill gas. Get you water.
Can you edit out like?
Show me. I'm not sure if that works. Yeah, that's new, but it's really hot.
No problem.
Hot. You gonna spit fire? That's very juicy, bro. I'm so sorry for the rappers out there. I'm really sorry. See, guys, I cannot rap. Hot, you wanna spit fire? Oh my god, that's so juicy. That's so cheesy. See, it's really bad.
No, it's nice.
water.
It's nice.
Yeah. Bless
Clear
you.
the throat. Yeah.
Yeah. You ready? You're born ready, bro. I don't know. You have something written with this one, or it's?
No, because this is okay. So
Tell us about the beat first.
this is a beat I produced like I think this year. It was for a client. Like somebody else wanted a podcast intro, but I liked how it turned out because this is how I guess this is the extent to which my production has reached so far, and I thought it'll be nice to just showcase that. And I have a verse that goes over it.
Okay. This is Irshad.
How's the mic levels?
Look, we're good, man.
Okay. Can you turn it up? Turn it up.
Turn it up.
Will it mess up? You
Yeah,
think?
I think if you go higher.
Okay, check it out. Yeah. Check it out. I say salam, here to break the calm, it's the jibber. Put your hand away, this ain't rock, paper, scissors, man, I beg to differ. Wise in my stance, step, stroke my beard, do my wise man dance. Intellect prevails, it's a fad, not a chance. Slide to the mic and then it's on like romance. Sometimes the chopper, sometimes the vans, but I'm 24/7 spectacle to enhance with the vision. My ammunition nukes on collision in submission to the one I told the devil I won't listen. Cut the liquor, then the spliffing and the women, but the plot thickens out of hell's gates. The hound sniffing and I rise vocal visible. Threat to the system, positive to negative, slick to the friction. Chain to conviction, forever I assault, bring it broad with the diction. Bruce to your Rickman, you know me, who blows up spots like Nakatomi. The smoke, the shadow cloak of mutant, shinobi, you know me, the one and only, the raw ruggedest disciple of the monsters that came before me. Coming out the Middle East, bringing that masala. Chilling out at your Bacala. Former and the SP, complain it's a sauna. Firas on the celly, then we hitting up Sharjah like that. Mad tracks thumping out the back in the 1.6 liter Ford talking smack. And honeys know they feel us, fellas know they feel us. And we don't give a shit, we dismiss non-believers cause they love it. Like chicken in a bucket, side order fries with the 9-piece nugget. Coleslaw, no straw, tilt then I chug it. Style-wise I rise, health-wise I summit. Jibber half gully on a mission. Fix the coalition and I'm on course to maintain efficient. Kicking these skills is tradition. Boy, I've got skill like I'm Santa and a rapper keep wishing. Bat me down before I get on the mic. I born with hype, sound barriers broke from tall heights with what you like. with what you like. And if I rap like a toga, it's Greek to your right, Jibberish.
Yo, some serious wordplay. Oh my.
Let's take it over.
You want to hear something? I don't know why. Yeah. Do you really? Then when you were doing the rap, now I felt like a little bit of old Jib. I'm not sure. Is that right?
Yeah, because it's
like in
over.
between. Yeah, in between that area when you went solo.
Yeah.
You didn't sound like that even rapping. This one sounded so. I related to that because that's the Jib I know.
This is kind of in those days when we had just DT had just folded, and then we would me and Neil, the DJ, we would visit his apartment and just work on tracks. This is the original verse of this was laid on one of his beats. So, and if you hear the original track, Firas does my ad libs in the background. Like when at certain lines, which he had never heard the verse, when certain lines drop, he's like, oh, and it's in the recording, which is really cool.
Oh man,
it's nice.
Oh man. When you were in the UAE, you were based in Dubai?
Yeah.
Where? Which area?
Gusais, bro.
Gusais.
Yeah. So I had
Is
to
that where you like kind of?
Yeah.
Like, what's your memories of Gusais?
Gusais, bro, man. I used to write behind my building. There's like these huge abandoned parking lots, man.
Mm-hmm.
So because I wanted to get out the house and change my visual stimulation, so I'd go in the car, I'd park it under one of these street lights, and just like sit for hours writing, like fuel getting wasted. I'm just writing. Sometimes cops would come and like, what are you doing? Where do you live? I'm like, man, I live here. You know what I mean? Then the horse would piss on my tire and shit. Man, once I went to a Farij, man, Mamzar.
What?
I got this, like, the saffron chai. I like saffron chai.
Okay.
I'm writing. One guy from the Farij came and said, what are you doing here? You need to get out of this place. I'll call cops. I'm like, man, I'm just writing raps.
Wow.
He's like, no, get out. I'm like, okay, peace. Whatever.
What's your memories of, obviously, I don't want to like, look, I said this to you before, like I've been here for 3 years. I'm obviously a very, very new, but I have so much respect for people who, started it and you really pushed the culture. If someone would want to go back in time and name few names about hip hop, people who did hip hop, supporters, who are the names that they need to really look at?
Locally?
Yeah. I'm talking about the UAE. Like obviously, Ronnie Jacks really jumps up
everybody
there.
says Ronnie Jacks because he's really his life story is a very hip hop story.
Yeah.
I would put these guys, man, Bliss and Abdul Razak in there as well because
Bliss.
Because like there's all aspects. We're not just talking about the serious hip hop stuff. We're also talking about like the guys that were trying to like polish up the sound and get it radio friendly. There's something to be said about that as well. So
nice.
And Abdul Razak's production is actually like on point. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then through Abdul Razak and Bliss, you get Aham because Aham used to work with Abdul Razak as well. You know what I mean? So they're all linked, man. And then Danny Neville as well. Danny Neville. He also was working on polishing the sound, and he sort of mentored certain artists.
The Edge.
I believe when Malika first came to this country, she was living with Danny Neville. He gave her a place to stay and stuff, right?
And I was listening to the Edge in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
From Saudi Arabia.
All these guys, man, they were like all building blocks of sort of a thing that people can stand on, And it's only when they create like this little bit of buzz, other people are sort of saying, oh, there's maybe people might come and watch a show of these guys doing the thing, you know what I mean?
What was the first show you attended?
Bro, it's my own show. I never attended. Yeah, so our first performance was a thing called.
When was the first performance? Where was it? Freak was talking about it yesterday.
No, so that's like a third. The first was this thing called Pecha Kucha.
Pecha Kucha?
Yeah, Pecha Kucha was like a game, right? Where you present like slides, 20 things in 20 seconds.
Where was that?
It was in some art gallery place, man. Neil took us there. He's like, yo, we can maybe do 20 beats in like.
That was the first show?
Yeah, so we did 20 beats.
Weren't you guys
flows.
on TV? I saw you guys on TV. On like a morning show or something like that.
No, we were never on TV.
No?
No.
Okay.
So we did 20 beats, 20 flows, and then
awkward moment right there. Yeah. Okay.
20 beats, 20 flows. That was our first show, and then you know Abud Nasrawi.
No.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know Nasrawi?
SAE.
Yo, bro, after we did
SAE,
that
wow.
show, Nasrawi, that was the first time I met Nasrawi. Nasrawi was like, yo, man, dope set. And I was like, who's this guy?
It sounds like that.
Yeah, and then Amir was like, this guy is Abud. And since then, we know that Nasrawi. Nasrawi is a good guy, man.
Wow.
Yeah, really supportive guy.
Man, this is. Do you feel that as? By the way, sorry, I'm taking much of your time.
No, it's cool.
But like, I'm having a really nice discussion.
do your thing, man.
What was like when it comes to recognition? Where do you sit between you and yourself? Like, I have a lot of rappers friends, right? Especially in the Arab world, like a lot, and they always talk to me about, man, I'm putting out songs, I'm putting out stuff, but it's not getting the reception I need.
Yeah.
I'm putting my heart and money, production, I'm putting everything out in a 3-minute MP3 or WAV file that people automatically will chase it next. Like, you know, where do you see yourself in that? Do you feel that you're really appreciated? Do you see some people, between you and yourself, I'm saying that, you know, do you think about it or no?
So there's multiple ideas. I mean, appreciation, man. The thing is, you wanna sort of, okay, the thing is when you're young, you wanna let people know that you exist.
That's true.
Right? So this is an ego-driven thing. Now, that's not a bad thing. That means your ego wants itself to be affirmed.
Yes.
So you want to get out in the world and make your mark, right? That doesn't sustain itself. After a while, once you know that you are seen and you have talent and people do sort of pat you on the back, what more is there? So you need to find good reasons to be creative, because by all means, this world doesn't encourage that much deviant creativity or artistic creativity. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Especially certain places like where we live, you know, where it's more commercially driven, which is fine.
Yeah.
You need to dig in yourself and create a good reason to make art, so you can sustain making art. This is if you want to sustain. Like me, one of the main reasons I got into like rapping is because I wanted to sort of, I had a bone to pick with the way Asians get treated in the region. I wanted to represent for Asians over here.
Yeah, thank you for talking about that.
Yeah.
That's
It was,
crucially
because at the
important.
time that I was like doing music, like there was a bit of racism shit. You know what I mean? Like
Still
you get
exists,
bounced out
yeah.
of clubs for no reason. You know,
Yeah.
all this, like anyway. I was like, if I can do so well in music that nobody sees my race, then I've done a good thing. Meaning I've transcended the very limitations that people have put on me. I can access places that I can't normally access, and I did. I've hung out in places and hung out with such diverse groups of people because I was able to transcend all these barriers. You know what I mean? So the thing is, that does not sustain itself. After a while, once I had got the pats on the back and all, I was like, what's my reason for doing this?
Do you reflect what you just talked about in your music? Do you talk about it like subliminally it's there, or straight to your face?
It's more subliminal, because when I get aggressive, it's usually coming from a little bit of a, you know, like I have bones to pick here and then the aggression comes. I've resolved all those things. That's why my stuff's not aggressive anymore.
It seems like you're at peace with yourself.
Yeah, I've dealt with all those things and I've understood why I am the way I am, and I'm trying to, you know, now it's like, now how do you sort of move with the knowledge of how you are, you know? And so that's the cool thing about going into your 30s. You know, you've reconciled all the 20s rubbish. You're like, okay, if I were to do another decade again, how would I do it better, right? So this is cool. It's a cool way to live, man.
I get it.
You know, and I'm not so fussed with wanting to be seen anymore.
Wow. That was different when you were younger.
Yeah, because I had to say, yo, I'm here. Please stop bouncing me out of the club, man. Can you fucking please, you know?
Yeah.
But now I'm more interested in like how I can help other people with their work. And
It's crazy. That's somehow a circle. We were talking, me and Azarel, just before we pick you up, about something like that, about how sharing is important. I don't know if it's a hip hop thing, each one teach one, right? We have that thing in us, you know?
Yeah.
You feel like you're in that mood now?
Yes, because if you think about it, it makes sense, man. After certain age thresholds, you start thinking in terms of family and longevity,
Yes,
right? Because
yes.
you ripen and you want to, after you taking all the knocks that you have, you want to turn the knocks into fruit that other people can ingest, you know, and like turn it into something. You know what I
Turn
mean?
the knocks into fruit.
Yeah, so like,
Write a book, my brother. Shit.
so like, if you don't have a family of your own to raise a kid, it's like you sort of big brother other people, or you sort of you befriend other people and always sort of give them honest, compassionate advice. It's like, yo, I've been down that road. Try this, that. Just make sure you avoid this, that. You know, and that's the best thing you can do with the knocks that you've had, apart from learn from it. It's only when you've learned from it that you can guide people.
Irshad, Jib. What's the difference?
Jib is the guy that was trying to be. Jib was the guy that was trying to be the guy on stage. Irshad is the guy that's doesn't. Irshad is Irshad. Irshad is adept.
And now you like to be known as Irshad.
Yeah, have you noticed?
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, because it's and I got that idea from two people. Obviously, Mos Def did it, and
Yep.
then Firas also did it.
Yep.
Firas stopped calling himself Toothless. He just started calling himself Firas Ibrahim.
Yeah.
So I was like, why? And he's like, no, I want to be closer to me. When I introduce myself, let them know me. And what is Toothless? Toothless is a persona. It's an avatar that's being put. You know what I mean? Long story. But like, yeah. Jibberish is like a barrier between you knowing me. And when I'm on stage, I'm behaving a certain way that's outside of, you know what I mean?
I love this.
The thing is, as you get,
Man,
as you
I swear to
mature,
God.
you have to get
yeah,
closer
I hear
to yourself.
you. I hear you. I totally hear you. I totally hear you. SubhanAllah, the way the universe works is, you know, you I see that in people now, and I see the names that they have, for example, and I know in a matter of 10, 12 years they're gonna change it or
You
like.
might, yeah. Why?
You know?
You know what I mean? Because you're feeling like little funky funk, and then you're gonna be little funky funk till like 35. Doesn't make sense, right?
Fuck you.
What they do is they remove the little. I'm just funky funk.
I know. What do you think of this whole notion of little something?
It's an American fad thing. I don't know. They have their own fads. We don't need to adopt it. It's their thing. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's their
Man, this is just. Yo, you're gonna get really mad at me.
Oh, is it why?
No, seriously. I want to hear you something again. I want to hear another something.
Bro, all
We
I got
only
is
discussed
old
one, I
verses,
know.
man.
But I'm just saying, yo, man. Oh, give me a track. I want to hear a track for you. Give me anything. Track that's ready out there. You don't have. You have to do it. We don't want to hear it. I want to bump it.
You want to hear it on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Can you open SoundCloud?
Is it on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Okay, we're opening SoundCloud.
Have you heard? Okay, this one. I'll tell you. This is a funny story about this one.
Shout out to Azarel hooking me up with the Wi-Fi. I'm just saying.
Go to the page.
What are you now, Irshad?
Yeah, go to Irshad. Type Irshad. Same way how you found. Yeah. Go to top one.
Okay. Yeah, I follow you on SoundCloud.
So this one, right? Where is it now? Yeah, Universal Soldier. This was after.
This one, okay.
I was going to the gym at the time and I wanted something to jog to.
Okay.
So I made this song.
You made this song?
Yeah.
Produced by you?
No, this is produced by my friend Froma.
Can we hear it for a bit?
Yeah.
If you want to talk behind me, tell me.
Listen to it.
Techniques of science stuff.
This is meant to give you Hamas.
Hamas.
Yeah.
Hamas on Buckle Up.
Keep your mouth closed.
When was this?
Drill sergeant in the back of your mind take over. I wanna be a universal soldier, a
2013,
symbol, not a poster, motivator, not boaster, warrior, upholder. I wanna race it to the top and jump over. Develop the eyes that could stare down a cobra. Starts with the morning blessing, rock hard in submission.
I was praying
Then
at
it's
that
off
time.
for the gym session.
Rock, Fajr and gym. So if you see, it starts with the morning session, Raka in submission, then it's off to the gym session. It was my gym song. I was playing this and jogging to it.
And get high off the miles. Maintain the weapon and maintain your files. Ready to operate in these trials. It's coming. Recruit the like-minded. Find diamonds. Prince cut originals. No synthesizing. Code of honor within the heart of a lion. There is no tomorrow. Today we're applying. Thinking in the present tense. Taking each perfect
Come on,
step
Azarel.
in effect. You collect goals as you stack the deck. Place the bet that you'll be man enough to handle whatever happens. You've got tools and the temperament. We hold a fort down.
was that last line? Truth what?
Tools and the temperament.
Faith remains hardened. Foolishness around me, I beg for no pardon. They can learn the hard way. While I learn to be a universal soldier, a symbol, not a poster, motivator, not poster, warrior, upholder. I wanna take it to the top and jump over. Develop the eyes that can stare down. I'm a universal soldier.
Develop the eyes that can stare down a cobra. It's just intense words to get you pumped. You know?
Yeah, it is, man. Wow, it is. What has been the most difficult thing you ever faced? Obviously, Eddie, after your dad's, passing, I believe that's a difficult time for anyone. I lost my dad in 2001, and he was, for me, man. He didn't know what I did. That's the only regret I had. Like, he didn't know anything.
Yeah?
He didn't see my son, who's my hero now. He didn't know my wife. He didn't know anything about what I did with the blog. He passed away before.
You didn't tell him?
No, I mean,
It's
I
difficult
did.
to have that conversation with him?
No, because he passed away way before that.
He didn't get to see you now.
Yeah, and that's the only kind of regret that I have in a way. But but what is it with you? Like, about you? What
The most intense experience?
Yeah, with your case, like, what has been the most difficult time? And you're reflecting back to it as we're listening to Stars.
two things. Okay, this is gonna sound fucking cheesy, but like I had a breakup with a girl, right?
Okay.
This was in my like 28, 29. But this thing triggered a lot of. Because once you go down, how do you get back up? You know,
Yes.
when you, because I'm on a high, and then when you have like such an incident cause you to stumble, you have to pick yourself back up. And I'm a very cerebral person, so when I get hit on the psychological level, like it takes me a lot to like reassemble my shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The cool thing about that is, in order to pick myself back up, I acquired a lot of external knowledge, man. Like I dug into a lot of spiritual concepts. I dug into a lot of psychological concepts. I did a lot of my growth through that. Then it was when my dad passed, like, because I went to Sri Lanka and I was with him. I saw him deteriorate. I watched the whole process, you know. That was a crazy experience. Like, I had to stay very, detached from feeling.
Wow.
Because if I start feeling too much, then because I'd left the country I knew, Dubai, to move there, and then I was in a situation where it's like, okay, this guy's dying. So I had to maintain a certain detachment from feeling anything. Like I only.
Was that hard?
Yeah, it was hard, man. Like I remember this is a cool moment, like, because when cancer hits you, after a while you can't sort of function. So somebody had to feed him. So my mom had gone out and I had to feed him. And I noticed he likes music, but he never used to play music in the car. Then I showed him one of my favorite albums. It's called Buena Vista Social Club. It's a Cuban son music.
Okay.
I played it. He's nodding his head, man.
Wow.
Yeah. And with his eyes, he was showing me like, I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
That must have been a great
And
moment.
I swear to God, I saw in his eyes that he was reflecting on like his ship captain days, and I don't know what was going on in his mind, but like that thing must have taken him back, because he spent time in South America as well, I'm sure, you know.
Wow. Maybe
And
that
like,
brought memories back.
Yeah, and because that's what music can do. And then for a person in such a situation, you know, music can give you like a sweet relief, you know. The instruments and the pleasantness of it, you know, it zones you out a little bit. And I was at that moment, I think, was like one of my favorite moments of the time, because I'm like, okay,
Yes.
I was able to contribute to your environment, because nobody's playing music here.
That's a
With
great
a little
moment.
bit of a sound thing, you know what I mean?
Just hearing it, I'm honored to hear it. It's a great
Yeah,
moment.
it
I
was-
think
it
it's
was
one of
very
those,
nice.
you know, and sometimes we go through life, man, but like, you know, like, I think what people don't realize as well, that these rappers, you rappers, also are human beings. And I think, yeah, no, seriously, and I had this conversation. I don't like it when we, the people, the fans, would automatically see a song and just skip it, or like not to care. You put all your heart and soul in it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you put everything. There's this guy called Bukulthum, bro. He's Syrian, and he's a Syrian refugee. Was in Holland. He stayed in a refugee in a 1-by-1 room. Still launched his album. Bro.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've heard of
Yeah,
Bukulthum,
you know,
but I
one of
didn't
the
know that
best,
part
man,
of the
Arab
story.
MCs right now. He went through, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, he showed me the situation where he was living in. Refugee. Still launched an album. Dope, mixed, mastered, produced by him.
Wow.
You know, so for me, that you're right. It's music, as cheesy as it sounds, an escape.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, like, there's so many musicians out there. It's difficult for people to care about every single
I
one
hear
of
you,
them.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's a human side to artistry, where beyond the fact that I make anything or do anything for you, let me shake your hand and get to know me, and I get to know you. And that's why artists become endearing.
What would be
to the
what you
people.
wish as Jib, man? Like, what's your dream? Now, like, we're in 2019, middle of 2019. I had the pleasure of seeing you again. You're going back again to Sri Lanka. What's the next, like, 6-7 months now for you? Like,
I wanna just I wanna transform, man. I wanna because you were saying yesterday about how people need to stick with something for a long time, and you respect that, and that's true. But I don't stick with one thing. I believe I can learn anything and get to a competency at anything. So I always learn things that allow me to become more holistically powerful.
okay.
You know what I mean? So I've got a writing ability. I started off as a drawing person. I used to draw. Then I've got a writing ability. I know a bit of audio engineering. Now I'm going to learn a bit of video editing. And I want to just become a better content creator. And then I want to apply it to somebody else's business or something, because I want to merge my skill into something more commercially sound and stable. You know what I mean? And I want to think practically now, because I think the next 7 years of the world is going to be very, very hectic based on what I've seen.
But you're still dropping something in the next 2 years, or
I might like what I'm more interested in is for my friends to like my guys Amir and them who make beats. I want them to like sort of produce their own beat tapes and stuff. Because I feel like they're like a little bit unsung. They're like unsung heroes in this whole thing. You know, they're some of the most talented beat makers I've ever seen, ever heard in this region, and they should have their own projects out and they should have their own treatment. You know.
I agree. I think, you're. I mean, absolutely right about that. Listen, man, I think we could spend 2 or 3 hours with you. Such an incredible, humble guy. I would just. My request is a little bit selfish. I really want you to drop something, man. Like I want you to, because for me it's more educational as well. You said you want to give back to the community, and I think now especially
like a project.
Yeah, bro. Like especially now, man. There's a lot of rappers. You talk about your city, Dubai, the region. It's really flourishing with rappers because it's not the same obstacles you guys had in the back.
Of course, yeah.
Now you can just do things anywhere, really, and you know. It's must maybe a bit easier, but there's a lot of, I'm talking quantity, there's a lot of people. Now it's very hard sometimes to clutter, like to differentiate who's what. Everyone is self-expressing themselves, which I like. I love that. No one out there need to tell you to stop doing what you're doing, even if no one really believes in it. You know, I get hit up all the time by people, yo, check out my music, man, please check out my music, and sometimes I don't feel it.
Yeah,
you know, I don't feel it, but that doesn't mean that you need to stop.
That doesn't mean stop. Yeah, that doesn't mean stop.
That's my
means
point.
Find somebody who feels it, or if people nobody's feeling it, then improve.
Yeah, big time. And this is something I struggle with, man. There's this guy, rapper in Saudi. He actually had a verse saying, "All you guys, your dream is to make it on Leish Hip Hop, on Big Haas's show. My dream is further." I got him after that beat. I got him on the show. Because of that verse.
It's a profound thing to say.
I liked it. I kind of liked it. It's true. Why you wanna put your dream up to my?
Like that's the bar. Yeah.
Don't reach exactly.
Don't
like fuck the bar, bro.
Don't like, follow anybody's bar. Yeah.
Destroy it.
Yeah. You know, make your own bars and stuff.
Any last words you'd like to say, man, on Buckle Up and you know?
Nothing. Yo, just like thank you for having me mostly, and yo, Azarel, man, long time. How are you, bro? You okay?
After an hour.
Yeah.
How long you know this guy? Because I was like, we're doing
Jibberish.
Like,
but like, I remember.
I think the first time I properly bumped into you must have been Kilman.
Must be Kilman. Yeah. He plays guitar. Yes, because you won that show, that talent competition.
You won a show?
Like a talent competition.
That was a while ago, but I think I was there just helping out Amir with like some guitar tracks.
Right.
Okay, quickly. Who are the people you're listening to right now? What can we find on your MP3 player phone?
So I basically follow YouTube channels that upload vinyl and stuff.
Oh wow, okay.
Because I don't have Spotify and stuff like right now. But what I'm into is like
there's no Spotify experience.
There is, but it's like a hassle to get. So I'm into mostly like 80s.
I'll hook you up.
Yeah, I'm into like 80s music. Like there's a genre of 80s music called boogie music.
Boogie music
or post disco.
Of course, because you're into that.
Yeah, because it's like
do you see Irshad listening to that?
Yeah, because you know why? It's the time period where the synthesizers from Japan and Germany or whatever are coming to America, but the jazz musicians and funk musicians are moving to synthesizers. So it's the synergy of jazz and funk with the synthesizer at the first time. You know?
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. That's the kind of buckle up we had. Oh my God, you said some words. I swear to God, you took me to another zone. I'm gonna go over the whole thing right now.
Google post disco, bro.
Post disco.
It's very funky and it's kind of popish, but bro, if you see what they're doing with the synthesizers and the drum machines, and it's all drum. It's the first time.
Give me a band. Post disco. Do I YouTube post disco?
You can put boogie music.
Boogie. I know boogie. As we're pulling out boogie music. Okay.
Put boogie 80s.
80s. Okay. we're googling. I'm not driving, by the way, you guys. No. You know, I'm in a khadamat area.
Khadamat area. What's a khadamat area?
Oh, there's like a service lane. See? I'm not driving. Done. Okay, you want to listen to this? Man, like and subscribe the channel, you guys. We will listen to this and.
So it's this type of stuff.
But Kashif. Wow.
Yeah. These are like.
Kashif. You know Kashif?
This won't be good. Shit.
We're looking for that.
Okay, you know Damn Funk?
Yes.
Damn Funk's music
Yes.
is inspired of that era. So if you like Damn Funk, you're gonna find more of it in that.
I should know what you mean. Like,
If you like this,
you're listening to this kind of stuff now.
yeah, it's good. And it's wholesome. It doesn't mess with your brain. Nobody's swearing in your ear. And it's got all the elements. It's got the musicality. Yo, man, thank you so much for.
I want to
having me.
thank you.
No
Say
problem.
your social media right here. It will appear right here. You know, Azarel will put it right here.
Just get me on Instagram at Irshad_Jib. Just find me on Instagram, man. That's it.
Oh, combining the best words.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, Irshad Jib, what do you do? I just put the name. I don't know anymore, man, social media.
Okay, my last question.
Yeah.
If the group is listening to you right now,
Yeah.
what would you tell each one separately, 10 seconds message each?
Oh, my guys?
Yeah, like Toothless, what would you tell them?
Toof, pick up your phone.
Okay.
Amir and Omar, man, you guys do the Dutch Millie project. And Neil, bro, we need to see you, man. I need to come to England and like hang out with you. You need to show me your ends. That's it, man.
Diligent Thought in the UK, how about that?
That would be nuts.
Diligent Thought in Dubai would be nuts too.
I guess, man. If
I
don't know
I
if
showed you
that's
that
gonna-
clip, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Are you open to do that? Just say yes or no.
I'm down if the guys are down and it's gonna be easy. But if it's gonna be hectic for everybody,
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we end the Diligent Thought in Dubai. Coming to you real soon. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Buckle up. Thank you so much for your time.
man.
Thank you, Azarel. Peace and love. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace, guys. The Buckle Up with Irshad, aka Jibberish, or was known. Oh, I fucked up. Peace and love, guys. Buckle up at night with Jibberish Irshad. How did it go?
it was very nice, man. We long drive, good thoughts. Yeah, it was
thoughts.
very nice. Late night stuff is always good.
Thank you for your time. Have a beautiful, beautiful flight.
Thank you,
It's
man.
flying out in a couple of hours or a
Tomorrow.
few hours. Buckle up soon.